Hey, Scott, a little cold air. If you look at me, I'm wilting. I'm wilting.
I thought that flush was from
the outdoors and your love of you. No, that's from the heat in here. Just a little cool air, my friend. Just to soothe the wicked soul. Thank you. So, do I look exhausted?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Well,
in fact, I've never seen anyone come to work in the shape you do.
You know, it's funny.
First of all, you're still wearing a winter coat.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you look like you are.
It's my jacket.
Is it?
Yeah, It looks like a winter coat. Well, you never know what the temperature in the studio is going to be. I know what it is outside. I don't know how to deal with the...
Can't predict what's happening here.
Oh. Today I didn't know it would be so hot in the studio. I wouldn't have worn my winter coat. It's so hot. I should have ridden in on a camel for today's show.
You need one of those Arab garb things, you know, the flowing robes.
Tomorrow I'm going to wear one.
Like you can aerate yourself somehow.
Yeah, because it's so hot in here. I'm going to dress like an Arab. I'm going to beat up Jews and wear a camel jockey outfit. So, anyway, the reason I'm so exhausted is, you know, I'm into my new bike riding phase, which I'm slowly burning out. I mean, I'm quickly burning out on because I overdo, as you know.
What did you do now?
Friday, between the 3-day weekend, I did 95 miles.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Now how? 95 miles.
That's like 30 miles a day.
Yeah.
You get to Philly.
Yeah, I did. I could have been in Philadelphia right now. So, is it hot in here? Fred, drill for oil, will you? I'm telling you, I think we're in the Iran area. There must be oil underneath this carpet. Hold it. I see oil. All right, enough of that. Oh, did I ride far? You know, my in-laws, my whole family.
You were riding away from them.
But I had a picture of them on my handlebars. I'll be honest with you.
Had you?
Yeah. I didn't want to miss them.
Had you inspired?
Yeah, harder, faster. No, so Friday I got home from work. I hopped on my bike with my brother-in-law, my new brother-in-law, Walter.
Oh, he was here.
Yeah, this guy pedals like a retard.
Oh,
I've never seen. He's a biker, and the guy pedals and pedals and pedals.
He never stops.
Never stops like a machine. He's a lot like Fred.
He's like Forrest Gump when he ran.
Yeah,
he just runs and doesn't know where to stop.
And he was on my mountain bike. He wasn't on a road bike. You know the difference. Mountain bike is for like riding on trails.
Right. It's not very fast.
No, he was faster than any guy on the road. He doesn't, and he's great. He doesn't have any of the costume. He doesn't have the special shirts. He has the shorts. But he doesn't have the shirts, he doesn't have the sneakers, the special shoes, he doesn't have the glasses.
Right.
And he pulls up alongside guys, because now everyone's on a bike. He pulls up alongside guys who have $2,000 bikes. They've got the entire outfit, the entire, the
whole regalia.
The whole deal with the special glasses, special mirrors, special water bottles. And he pulls up alongside them and he starts a conversation. And they get pissed because they want to ride. And they go, well, I'm going ahead. And he just stays with him and keeps talking to him. And he's dressed like a bum.
Oh, dear.
And it's the funniest thing to see. People pull away from him because he annoys them.
And this is your brother-in-law?
This is my brother-in-law, Walter. From Atlanta. And then Ralph was with us Friday because he was over my house. So he was on another mountain bike. I was on my touring bike, my racing bike.
Does Ralph have a bike of his own?
No.
Or do you supply all
I supply his bike. It's Camp Stern. Whoever comes to my house. Because my wife
get a bike.
My wife had a van. As I was leaving, my wife had a van full of my in-laws as she took them running to the track and stuff.
So she's shuttle busing one group to the track.
Right.
And you're taking another group for a ride.
Yeah, it's Camp Stern. So we got on the bikes and we rode all the way out to Jokeland, Jackie's house.
Wow.
I get over there.
That's far.
Yeah, it is. We went. That's about 15 miles from my house.
You know, truthfully.
Yeah.
All the times you said, I drove over toward, your town and everything.
Yeah.
I never believed the word.
No, I was, in fact, every day I was by your house. I was going to drop in every day, but it was real early in the morning, and I figured you'd be pissed.
Do you go by that little marina and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah. I went all the way down to Jackie's house.
Wow.
And then I hung out there because, first of all, we go to Jackie's house, and I don't know, I bang on the door, and, there's some guy working in there who looked like, I don't know. It looks like Jackie pays him like $2 an hour to fix his house.
Oh, you mean he has somebody working on that place?
Yeah, and I said, the guy answers the door. I go, look, I'm Howard. I'm Jackie's friend. He goes, yeah, I know. He didn't even say. He didn't even talk. He just let us in. And we get in, right? Am I right?
He didn't say 2 words.
He didn't say 2 words. I just go, hey, I want to come in.
The door.
He opened the door.
He
and I was like all covered up, so I don't know what he knew. And I said, what are you doing? He goes, fixing it. So I go, you're fixing? I said, what are you going to fix in this house? This place is a disaster.
Yeah, where do you start?
Yeah.
Where do you start?
Yeah, what are you doing? I don't know. What did he say he was fixing?
He said,
he wouldn't even talk.
I'm in the...
He's scary, that guy. Jackie, who is that guy?
That's one of Sirianni's employees.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's fixing it all by himself? Doesn't he take a whole crew?
All I know is we go to Jackie's house, and it was Lurch who answered the door. He was like, you rang.
He was like stunned.
Well, it's good he was there. I would have never known you were there.
Yeah, well, anyway, good. We just walked in.
Would you let that guy...
Was Jackie at home?
Well, yeah. Well, what happened is we walked in, and we were trying to figure if Jackie was home. Finally, the guy tells us Jackie's asleep. So we go. So me and Ralph climb upstairs to the bedroom.
Oh dear! He let you go.
He didn't stop us. So we climbed up to the bedroom and we start calling for Jackie. And I'm like, hey, where's the pot? Where's the beer? No answer. So then we remembered Jackie must be in that other upstairs bedroom that you have to climb up.
The one up in the hole in the wall.
The shinny up the rope.
Yeah. So then we go up to the next level.
I'm asleep
and
I'm having nightmares that I'm hearing beer, pot.
And there's a locked door, right? So we're banging on the locked door.
Jackie locked himself in?
No, that wasn't Jackie's door. Then we realized there's a higher room, that room in the attic that you have to shimmy up the rope.
Right.
Just keeps going.
So we then we crawl underneath. We crawl underneath to get to it. We have to crawl through Jackie's clothing and closets.
It's like Alice in Wonderland. You have to go into a closet.
So all of a sudden, we're going up. We go, hey, who the hell knows what's going on up there? Maybe he's having sex with Sirianni.
And maybe that's Henry, a serial killer down in the living room.
Yeah, and I started to, maybe that guy just finished murdering Jackie. Now he has to get rid of us.
He's going to offer.
So I don't know. I just got kind of weirded out. And I said, maybe Jackie's asleep. We should wake him up. But I said, it's crazy. We came all the way out to his house. He never believes him.
Yeah, you got to show him you're there.
Yeah, he'll be excited that we're here, I think. So me and Ralph keep going upstairs, and we go, hey, pot, Jackie, where's the pot? All of a sudden we hear like this noise, like. So there was a cat up there. I thought the cat was coughing up a fur ball.
Oh, God.
But it was Jackie.
Jackie coughing up a fur ball.
So Ralph and I stopped, and we started running down the stairs, and Jackie was nude.
You're kidding.
So Jackie was sprawled out on the bed naked, and I told Ralph, go up and perform sodomy. He'll think it's Sirianni. So and Ralph was about to go up, and then
he's still not awake.
No,
he was just a sleep noise.
No, he was like, but it was deep. It was guttural. It was like.
If Ralph had gone up to him and started rubbing his leg.
Yeah. Oh, it would have been great. Hey, Nancy, you're so loving. Baby, I thought you were over at the other house.
Baby, when did you get home?
So then Jackie comes running down in stupid pants. You know those workout pants, but they're real stupid. They're like pantaloons.
The big ones?
The big giant.
Elastic?
Yeah, how do you describe those?
I don't know, but they were huge, and his belly's like out to here.
And his shirt was off. He looks like a genie.
They were wrestling, like a sumo wrestler.
Jack has definitely gained his weight back.
My command.
So we go over and go, hey, Jackie, you got anything to eat? We're really hungry. We just rode 15 miles. He goes, yeah, well, there's a piece of shrimp over there. I guess Jackie was going to be the gracious host. He gave us one piece of shrimp, and we split it 3 ways.
Oh,
it was this big, the shrimp. It was a little tiny circle.
Dried up on the counter.
The cat's eating the rest.
So Jackie has has his house, and then it turns out we wanted to see Nancy anyway, see what she was wearing, because she's been looking really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, he says,
in all fairness, I'm staring at this guy, Walter, trying to figure out who the hell he was.
I said he's my brother-in-law.
No, I
know what you're saying.
But he, like you said, he was not outfitted like you guys. It looked like he kind of joined in with you.
Yeah, I know. You were trying to figure out how he hooked up with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, Walter didn't belong in this picture.
But since when do you care who anyone is, Jackie? You're the one who had Siobhan at your house.
I thought maybe he was another workman.
All of a sudden, he's getting discriminating because of somebody with you.
Jackie actually cares when I show up who's with me. Anybody else shows up, hey, come on in. Won't you just get out of jail? Okay.
Nice
He's annoyed enough that Ralph was there.
Hey, the guy had a few bad breaks. So Jackie then woke up. It was really pathetic because Jackie was asleep. I felt kind of bad.
Yeah.
Jackie says, hey, you got to see my 61-inch television set. So we had to watch TV with Jackie.
Was that up in that bedroom?
No, that's down on the floor. It's just the house is a little tiny gingerbread house.
The room was locked.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what that was. But it's a little tiny gingerbread house.
Yeah.
And each floor has one room.
Right.
So the one room that we were downstairs in was Jackie's. He cut up the one room into 5 different rooms. So he has a living room.
Media room now.
Media room.
Well, there's the living room and then that kitchen, right?
Yeah, but you could call that one room. I mean, it's hardly a room.
The kitchen's a table.
Yeah, the kitchen has a table and a stove. And the TV fills half the room.
It fills up the whole room.
Hey, Ralph, you land baron, maybe you should shut up.
You have to see this thing. It's a giant 61-inch screen.
Why don't we have a video crew? Because we're constantly talking about Jackie's house.
Yeah, we got to have a video crew.
A video tour of Jackie's house.
You got to see this TV. It takes up the whole house, and you sit down on the couch because you try to get far away from the TV to watch it.
You can't.
You're so close, your eyes cross.
You can't even speak.
And Jackie goes, "Look at it! Isn't the picture great?" Your eyes, it's blurry because you're so close.
You're looking at an individual grain.
Yeah, and just a little TV would be fine for that room.
Yeah, 61 inches is a little bit intimidating.
Yeah, it's great. And it's big wood mahogany. It looks like something you put in your grandma's house.
Is it one of those big...
Overkill.
You know what it looks like? It looks like someone who gets one of those big mahogany water beds.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Because it just took the frame out and put a picture tube in it.
Yeah.
Totally out of place.
So it's that early American or whatever it's called?
I don't know. But anyway, it's just crazy. The room is 5 by 5 and the TV is 61 inches.
Beautiful TV.
Yeah, it's in the wrong house. So anyway, then Jackie says, "Let's go visit Nancy at Jokeland." And I thought Jokeland was in the basement. It turns out Jackie bought up some other houses in that tenement that he lives in.
Yeah.
And now we have to, ride somewhere to get out to Jackie's other house.
Yeah, I figured that Jokeland was in another place now.
Yeah, it is.
Jackie doesn't live at Jokeland.
No, and Jackie has described it. Yeah, it's great because, we could separate our work from our play. The whole philosophy.
Before, when the work was in the house, we're always working.
Yeah, he gave a whole rap. Really, in all seriousness, so much better now.
And it used to get in the way of our relationship.
Yeah. So then we had to follow a pirate map to get to Jackie's next house.
Oh no! Is it another one of those convoluted?
Well, it's buried among other houses. So and there's you walk into Jackie's backyard and there's 19 other houses on top of Jackie's.
Really?
Yeah, and and it's a weird little house. It's it doesn't appear to have. Does it have it has a basement?
It has a basement.
And a main level. I don't think it has an upstairs.
No. It's just it's
a bungalow.
It's almost like a cardboard box. It's as close to a cardboard box.
It sounds like a lean-to.
I can't describe it. And Jackie's paying good money for these houses.
Sure.
So now there's the Jackie Jokeland compound.
Yeah, so you go in there, and then all it is Jackie, T-shirts and mugs and sweatshirts.
This is the whole operation. You were at the heart.
The whole house is devoted. Robin, you got to take a ride out there with me.
This is the heart of Jokeland you were in.
You got to. When Dominic jokes about it, he doesn't do it justice. He's not a comedian. No, I mean, it's unbelievable. So it's this little tiny box, but all compartments filled with Jackie materials.
Yeah, well, I remember when they lived at Jokeland.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing because there were just rows and rows of these shelves they had built for all of Jackie's stuff.
They did it again.
They did it again. And they organized it beautifully.
Because it looks like a sweatshop.
And Jackie, and Nancy answers the door there because she was in the middle of business. She had actual business.
So do they have a little plaque out there?
No, but it's this little house on the beach. The beach is real cool. And then Jackie had to give us a tour of his beach. And I'm wearing bicycle cleats, so they're getting full of sand. And Jackie's giving us a tour of the beach, and he says, "Come on, you got to see my jetty." That's that piece of wood Jackie dragged onto the beach. It is so nothing.
See, I imagine.
I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, that's it?
Yeah. You can't. It only has room for one person.
Yeah, you could lay across. It doesn't even have room for Jackie. I don't know how he gets on it.
It's a wooden float, I guess.
If you lean to the side, you'll fall into the water.
Right.
And he worked on this for a whole season.
And it's disgusting.
We're going to paint it next.
Yeah.
We cleaned it up, and now we're giving it a coat of paint.
Good.
So it doesn't rot.
Yeah, no, we're going to eat way too much food.
Anybody seeing a piece of wood floating in the sound? Could you please bring it back? That's my jetty.
Yeah. So then I saw Nancy, and Nancy is a piece of ass. There's no question about it. That's Jackie's pride.
Why she loves hanging around in these flop houses of Jackie's, I don't know.
So me, Ralph, and my brother-in-law get off. I go, "Hey, we can hug Sirianni."
We didn't taking turns hugging my old lady.
Well, they came all that way, Jack.
She is a piece of ass.
We didn't want Jackie to come over to the other house with him. We wanted him to stay there. So
I mean,
you just wanted to go see Nancy alone.
Nancy was wearing wearing these jeans that like were cut up her butt, and then a nice tight shirt.
You mean little jean shorts?
Yeah. No, jeans. They weren't shorts. Long jeans, but she looked great in them, and her hair was all tousled.
Oh, she's busy in joke frenzy.
Yeah, she was all her hair was frenzied.
From joke business. that funny business that they do.
Yeah, and I got off the bike, and what you do is you rub your chest into her chest, and she doesn't seem to mind. And then Ralph did it.
She even helped.
And then Walter did it too, my brother-in-law.
Yeah, we said, hey, what about Walter?
Yeah, we go, hey, come on, how about Walter? She don't know. She goes, okay.
She'll hug anybody.
Yeah, right. Hey, she's doing black guys on the front lawn. Why not? She just met them in the bar.
That's true, Jackie.
Right.
If they had spent a few more minutes with her, they'd have been entitled to more.
Yeah, I would have been like, hey, Nancy, how about going out on the front lawn with me?
You buy her a drink.
But I don't know, Nancy was a little standoffish with me ever since I told her I fantasized about her.
Really? Ever since you had that conversation in the hall.
Yeah, because she didn't hug me goodbye. Oh. I was a little disappointed, but it was an awkward moment. I think, and I said,
you expected at least get 2 hugs.
Yeah, I thought that maybe she'd run into my arms. But I don't know. Jackie gets mad.
That was you, babe.
Yeah?
You jumped on your bike and said, oh, I'll hug you again next time.
Yeah. No, you were a little.
No, she
maybe
was.
It wasn't
her.
No.
Were you picking up on something from her? Is that what you're saying?
I think she was like saying, hey, it's getting serious between us. Maybe let's not do this in front of Jackie.
Give her a friendship.
What?
I don't know. Something's going on between us.
Well, you do get lightheaded when you bike ride, don't you?
Yeah.
I had her this weekend.
Me too.
Did you?
Yeah, I did myself to her.
At least that's 2 of us.
Right. It's funny, the poor guy who's married to her doesn't see it that way.
Not a thing.
Yeah. So, and then I started a little fight between Jackie and Nancy. I go, boy, your house is so organized. Jokeland is so organized with all the T-shirts, extra large over here, large over here. I said, who really does all the organization? I think it's terrific. So Jackie goes, well, I do it. I mean, we both do it. And Nancy says to me, he would never give me credit.
Oh.
And then it was like, yeah. And then Jackie all of a sudden realized what was going on, and he went, you were there, Fred? He goes, Nancy really does it all. She's great.
He hopped out.
So it turns out Jackie really does it, but a stupid joke house.
I gotta go out there just to
You gotta see it.
You know what's great?
This new setup.
You gotta see it.
Robin, you ride your bike out there, I'll show you around.
No,
and Jackie is so proud. Jackie is so proud.
The house that joke built.
Of course, he used to be proud of the basement operation.
So we all get on our bikes. Me, Ralph, and Walter get on our bikes, and the first thing we all say to each other is, if Jackie took all the money he spent for all those 3 houses, he could have one great house.
Wait a minute. What is in 3 houses?
There's 3 houses.
There's another one we didn't even go to.
Are they attached or are they separate?
Well, I think eventually Jokeland and Jackie's house will become one compound.
He's going to have a monorail.
But you got to understand, these houses
it'll be like Disneyland where you can come
and Jackie
in the hotel and then take the monorail to the ride.
And big fat Jackie with his shirt off and the big stupid pants gets on a bike to ride with us.
He's walking around naked?
No, he decides to get on a bicycle with no shoes on and ride to Jokeland with us.
Hey, it's Jackie.
And Jackie starts riding. And all the little kids in the street, like the Pied Piper, following around and go, hey, there's Fat Jackie. Little kids. Did you hear all that?
You got to get a good look at your skinny ass with that stupid hat on when you're bike riding before you start pointing fingers.
Mr. Jealous.
Mr. Jealous.
Just because my body's thin and narrow.
Thin and narrow. Holy crap.
Meanwhile, just because Nancy was salivating over it.
What a
growing up, maybe.
You guys must have made.
Oh, yeah, Nancy was into it.
Nancy couldn't take her eyes off my pouch.
It was like a gang rape.
I'm looking at the 3 of you.
She raped me with her eyes.
There's no way the 3 of you gorky guys could ever point a finger at anyone.
We could have had her.
Oh, Jackie, you had big stupid pants on and you were fat.
They were up to his belly button.
Well, I'm just imagining this you with your full outfit. I don't know what Ralph is in, but then your brother-in-law looks like somebody dragged him out of the woods.
Those guys weren't properly attired for biking.
And then you got Jackie with stupid pants and no shirt.
Yeah. I was the only one who looked like a biker.
You were the leader of the pack.
I was at home on my bike as they looked on there.
I believe you might be right.
Jackie looked like a drunk just pedaling around.
Yeah, right. He reminded me, you know who Jackie reminded me of? Lou Costello.
Otis from the old Andy and Babe.
Friday, it was kind of rainy, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just went out anyway. We didn't care. Yeah, we were feeling, we had a 3-day weekend. Who cares? Let's throw caution into the wind.
All fired up.
Because I'm sitting there thinking usually Jackie's like that when the sun is beating down on him and he's turning red, but that day it didn't.
I was sleeping naked. They woke me up.
So he has no shoes he can grab.
No. His feet, no toenails.
No toenails. Were you looking
No
at
toenails on his feet.
Oh, Jackie.
Yeah.
Come again.
But we were all very complimentary to Jackie. Hey, the house looks great.
Well, what is this guy doing who's working on it?
I don't know, but all I know is I have to, obviously I just rode 15 miles. I had to urinate. I go into Jackie's bathroom, the one where we found all the alcoholic magazines.
Right.
So I go in there and I urinate, and all of a sudden I go to open the door. I can't get the door open. I'm completely locked in. It's completely jammed. The door is warped.
Oh, no.
And you can't open it. And I'm pulling, and this guy, this hillbilly, is working on Jackie's house. These guys were outside the house getting their bikes. I'm banging on the door going, hey, can someone help me? I can't get the door open. And I'm pulling, and this guy's standing right outside the door and won't do a thing. He was like,
But how long do you stand there before you decide that you got to ask for help? Usually,
well, first I was kind of embarrassed. Yeah, I was pulling and Robin.
You heard what he said?
What'd he say?
He said that a-hole friend of yours couldn't figure out a sticky door.
Yeah. Sure.
Meanwhile, that guy's like an axe murderer.
Yeah. So I was like, could someone help me here? I can't get, because all he had to do was kick the door down. So finally, I tug so hard, you pull it out, but it hits you, it hits your foot.
Right.
I go, well, another day at Jackie's house. Can't even pee in here.
Once you get in, you don't go out.
Yeah. He locks in. It's like a...
Jackie's haunted house.
Yeah.
Come on, that's funny.
Hey, it's a great house.
You're stuck in there.
But seriously, for what he paid for those 3 houses, he could have had one nice piece of property with a nice house on it.
Yeah.
And all that equipment and stuff for them.
But you know what? Jackie would have at least been like a... I think Jackie likes the idea of just buying crummy houses, like a slumlord.
You should have seen that thing before he fixed it up.
Wow.
Oh.
You must have paid $20,000 for that house.
$15.50.
He must have paid.
He just shot me the look.
Right.
No, I didn't.
That's his little acre.
Hey, to live there, I could live inland and have a much bigger house with a much bigger piece of property.
Right.
I don't choose to.
Inland,
yeah. Well, he's on the water where he'll flood out every month.
And Jackie doesn't care about his neighbors being on top of him. He likes that.
Well, I walked out and I went, oh, my God, Jackie has, no backyard. And you can't even figure out where the backyard is.
Right.
Because there's a house there.
Because you say there's the backyard, but you don't know what's the backyard.
And Jackie's happy.
And you're talking to him about, hey, why don't you try and buy that place so you can, cover
have some
it up.
quiet.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't want that.
You know what I think? I think that he needs a visit from Bob Vila, the guy who fixes up houses.
No, he needs somebody to plant shrubbery.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Bob does. He says, well, what you need here is a view, Jackie. You should have some landscaping done.
It looks like, you ever see those movies of China? And they all have, like tons of houses, like Hong Kong.
Yeah, but they're little shacks.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Nobody built that house. They dropped it in the backyard of somebody else's.
It's like the house from The Wizard of Oz. It just landed there.
Well, right. Where Jackie lives, there's no zoning commission. Nobody says, hey, let's make sure the land isn't used up improperly. And
right, or that people don't do things that make every other house look ridiculous.
Yeah. There's no such thing as a zoning commission that says, hey, you're encroaching on the sidelines. Wow. There's no sidelines.
What sidelines?
Everything just sort of mixes together.
Yeah. It was wild.
Hey, look neat. But Jackie feels like the whole community is his, because remember we were trying to get him to buy a jet ski one year, because he said he liked that kind of thing. He goes, well, one of my neighbors has a jet ski.
They
get his.
He's going to use it.
His dad goes onto his neighbor's porch.
Yes, one continuous.
It's everybody's,
Yeah, it's a free-for-all.
We're all hippies. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours.
Right, evidently.
Hey, use my jetty, feel free.
Yeah. Hey, but I'm going to borrow your jet ski.
Yeah. Use my house. I love my jetty.
Use my rotting piece of wood.
Lay on my driftwood.
He loves
Ralph, in response to your question of the other day, no, you're not invited this summer. I come like your house at some point this summer.
Come on, it'll be fun. I'll lay on the piece of wood.
I have to come up now. You guys got me intrigued about seeing Shay Jackie.
Yeah, you got to go.
Great.
You got to go out there, man. It's really better than Disneyland.
It's worth the trip.
Yeah.
No one's invited.
In fact, I'm changing the name to Six Flags Jackie Joke Land.
You know what? When are they going to start that little thing where, they have a car that takes you on a tour?
Yeah, that comes next. Since Jackie pumped 100 into the renovations. I'm going to say call it Six Flags Jackie Joke Land.
Yes, before the name change.
Right. You might have seen it before the name change. It wasn't that great.
When you go off the air in September, that's what he's going to do. He's going to dress up in a clown outfit and put people on a monorail. And
Shay Joke Land is now officially as unopened to the public as Shay Norris.
Jackie, you're not like Fred.
You're not that way.
Well, that was a pretty serious comment.
Just think of what this will do to the value of your land.
Yeah, so we went and we did that, and we went to Jackie's house.
It's not as fun as you're invited, though. You just have to drop
You just have to drop in and see what you get.
That's pretty funny, waking Jackie up.
Yeah, it was funny. You should have done something to him sexually. To his body. While he was sleeping.
Laying out there naked.
It's disgusting. I got to take a break. No, that's why I'm exhausted. So I did 95 miles in 3 days. And then I drove back from Jackie's
This is
house.
just Friday you're talking about.
Yeah, that's Friday. Saturday morning, I then woke up at 7:30. Went out biking.
I got to say, though, I was impressed. You're fast.
Thanks, man.
Really?
Yeah, I blew everyone off the road. I pedal like a retard.
Yeah, except for Walter. I mean, nobody.
Yeah, my brother-in-law pedals really like a retard.
Well, where's he going? What's he trying to get?
I don't know, man. I think he wants to prove that he's like better than everyone.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he was just like not even winded, and he's like.
Yeah, no, there's something. Yeah, he looked like the
Margaret Hamilton on a bike.
Because he wears these work shirts, and his shirts are whipping into the wind and flying backwards. It looks like a cape.
Oh, he's not even like in a t-shirt.
No.
He looks like an escaped mental patient.
Oh, he was wearing bike pants but a work shirt.
Because everywhere we went, cops were following us.
He didn't look like an athlete.
No. What's funny is he's heavy, kind of.
Yeah. He's not skinny.
Because he came home, he had 2 bagels with cream cheese and like 50 pounds of lox.
Is that what
right.
You don't care.
He doesn't. He doesn't care about anything. He goes, I need some fat in my diet.
He dips the bagel in a tub of cream.
Yeah, I said to him, aren't you like, imagine if you ate good, you would really be ripped. You know, you'd be muscular. And he goes, well, I do need some fat in my diet.
The whole container.
Yeah.
Some fat is the operative word.
We got to take a break, and we'll be back. I dig that guy.
He's fun.
He is good.
I like him.
Yeah.
He's a goofball. He's funny.
Yeah, we actually got him a hug from Nancy.
Yeah.
He goes, now who is Nancy again? I said, that's his wife. He goes, oh. Wow.
He said she's loose for his wife.
Yeah.
Did he? Did
Yeah.
you say that? Oh, you guys. What's the world going on out there?
Did he say that? No.
He doesn't look like he spent his whole life hugging a lot of girls.
He was like,
come on, don't attack
Walter was like, hey, Jackie's wife. I thought that was his daughter.
Wouldn't be that.
Yeah.
He said he copped a feel.
Oh,
no, he didn't.
Now you're exaggerating.
He said he did her in the lawn while we were out back.
While we were downstairs.
Yeah.
Black guy's fine. Walter, no.
Right. Jackie was totally mystified, like how I showed up with this new guy that he didn't know.
Was that my house?
I think every Saturday I'm just going to ride to Jackie's house and bring new guys, with different guys. Just bring them on tour.
Definitely looked like you guys were trying to ditch him. Well, Walter, why don't you use the bathroom?
All right, why don't we take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. Some guy sent me, I'm into this biking now, and I'm trying to get the glasses, the special biking glasses.
Right.
So I've been...
By the way, how are you doing on that?
I don't know. I got in the mail today, like every biking glass that you can possibly get. I got the Reebok. I got all kinds of different ones. Yeah. And supposedly this company, Oakley, is going to make up my glasses. And then I got another company working on it.
Bolay?
Not Bolay.
What was the other one? I now know all the names.
Yeah. You know, when I was a kid, I used to ride a bike.
The other one's Arnett.
Arnett is the other company. And then I was a kid, I used to ride a bike. I didn't put any glasses, helmets.
Yeah, what happened? It used to be okay just to ride.
It now costs about $3,000 to get on a bike. I just hope I get the glasses before I quit biking. That's what I'm hoping.
It would be nice to have the whole outfit
once. I'm almost done with it. I did 95 miles in 3 days. Now I hate it. I burn myself out on stuff in a week.
I know. I was talking to somebody about that this weekend because I kept passing these bike stores, and I said, Howard thinks he can get me into biking if he keeps talking about it, but I know I can outlast him.
Robin knows that she'll just wait about another week, and she can have my bike.
That's right.
Yeah, she doesn't have to go buy one. Because I already ordered this other bike. This is a temporary bike.
How many bikes were hanging in your garage when you got into this phase?
About 3.
See?
Yeah. But this is a new kind of biking. This is road biking.
You've done this with every bike.
Yeah. And now I'm waiting for this Waterford bike that they've made to my specifications.
Oh, that's right. You don't even have a special bike yet.
No.
And you're almost burnt out.
Yeah, right. If they don't hurry. And the guy Schwinn, who owns the company, called Richard Schwinn. He's making up the bike.
I didn't even realize there was such a person.
I said to the guy, make it up, you son of a bitch. I'm going to be out of this sport by the time I get this bike. Let me ride it once.
Because I know you. Everything you have ever bought, you have eventually burned out.
Oh, yeah. You can name every phase I've been through.
Yeah.
Running, I got the shoes, the shorts, everything.
Oh, he was running backwards for a while. He was so into it.
And then I stopped. Yeah, remember I was running backwards? But forwards wasn't good enough for me. I had to run backwards. Yeah, totally burnt out. Did 900 miles and passed out.
Stopped.
Yeah. Broke my ankle or something. Then, I don't know, I've been into every sport. Remember I got into step aerobics for a day?
Oh, yeah.
And I had 75 different Reebok.
Yeah, you had all the tapes. You had the different steps.
Hey, I did rollerblading for a week.
Yep.
Did that for a week.
Tried tennis for a while, right?
Tennis, I did that for a while.
Remember he was going to play racquetball.
Yeah, that lasted a day. I had the outfit, and I had to go out and buy all rackets. And
Always you get the equipment, and then you quit.
Yeah, so if Schwinn doesn't hurry up on this bike... Well, it's cool. They measured me and everything, and they go, well, it takes 6 weeks.
And this bike is not going to be sellable.
No, it's to my specifications. It'll be only for giant-sized people.
Got to find somebody in the NBA who wants to bike.
Yeah. Later this afternoon, by the way, if anyone wants to come watch, I'll be tossing a javelin. That's my new sport. So if anyone has any javelin equipment, send along.
It's always, Robin, I got this new thing.
Yeah. Well, ask Jackie. I showed up at his house Friday. We'd gotten off from work. I was dog tired. I ended up doing 30 miles to Jackie's house.
You look shot, man.
I look shot, right?
You look shot.
I was out of it, right?
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm killing myself.
You told me you weren't going to be there every week for the next 6 weeks.
Right.
You'll get home and hang the bike up.
Yeah, but I saw your wife looking at my ass in my bike shorts.
Maybe you'll be back.
Well, maybe that'll keep you going to Jackie's house.
Yeah.
You actually did have a little package down there. They are very tight. Yeah.
Yeah, a little package.
That's what I said.
Can't you do something? Wear something?
No, you're not allowed to wear. You can't wear underpants with your bike shorts because if you have bad hygiene, you'll get crotch rot. And I have bad hygiene, so. Yeah. I'd like to come back in the next life as my bike shorts.